Hello there, my fellow fans of the macabre and the creepy. We are back for another Wicked Wednesday. We are playing Alan Wake, continuing right where we left off. I hope you are all having an amazing Wednesday. If you are, just sit back, relax, turn out the lights, grab your favorite snack, grab your favorite beverage, throw in your headphones, close the curtains, and let's get into the spooky action, shall we? I have not played ahead in this game. These are only happening on Wicked Wednesday and Terrifying Thursdays. I'm actually recording these a bit ahead of time. I want to make sure I have everything set up for the week. Got some housework I'd like to get done before the winter hits.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These locals are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
And we did lose all of our extra stuff we had from our collecting we did. So we're going to have to make sure we get all that back. Now, I want to leave the lights on. Just want to make sure I don't miss any extra batteries or ammo before going out.
Lock the door when I leave.
Yep, you go ahead and do what you have to do. I'll be fine. Alone, but fine. In a cabin straight from a horror movie. You want to know where you can shove that flashlight?
Alright, we are headed for Lover's Peak. Just got my new blackout curtains hung, so it sets the mood even better for playing spooky games. Got some new episodes of Layers of Fear out.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Watch the door now.
Ooh, another manuscript page. And as we did with the first few episodes, we're gonna make sure we...
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
See what we can find. Wind chimes.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like? My plan? You'll make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know. Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh? Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too. Well, that takes a different kind of constitution. Oh, yeah, it's my kind of exercise. Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman. That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
No, I just like getting kind of a feel for the atmosphere of the game with those little tidbits. Oh no. That light just blew. Light is safety. Am I getting there? No.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Now, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. The white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
I won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Okay. That's kind of creepy. Anything? No. hiking trail. A car. Looks like they were in an accident.
Vision left me weak. This was no head injury. Damn.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming!
Please, help me!
On my way.
The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
Somebody
Hello?
back here. I'm back here.
What happened?
Mr. Wake? Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Are the lights in the ranger's office?
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness. Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Rusty?
Fishing. Who heard yourself, Park? Fishing. License. Obey. Ranger's instructions. Get off.
Rusty, no!
Never. Two bears and wolves never approached any other wildlife closer than 5 yards. Pets must be leashed. Never leave. Against the law.
Rusty. Okay. What? Happened to his doggo? Okay, that's the main way to the road. Lover's Peak, Moonshine Cave, Elderwood Natural Trail. Looks like I was heading the right direction going this way. Visitor Center.
What the hell was that? I saw it from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Okay, light. Manuscript page. All right. Emergency box. For your safety, stay on the designated hiking trail.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Moonshine Cave. I gotta check it out. Site of frequent bootlegger activity throughout Prohibition 1919-1933. Pick up the shotgun. Flare ammo, flare gun, lithium batteries. Gonna save that shotgun ammo and that flare gun because those flares did a really good job in the lumberyard. Do not feed the wildlife. $100 penalty. Whoa! Whoa! Gotta remember to dodge. Lover's Peak. What's over here, though? That music typically means bad guys are around. Anything in this old truck? Lights all around. Not the good kind. Safety for a moment. The great old one. I see you. Yeah. The Great Old One, felled by lightning in 1937. This exceptionally tall Rocky Mountain Douglas fir was over 200 years old according to local legends. It stretched beyond the stars. After it fell, it was measured to be 66 meters tall, nearly a record length. Screw it! Flare gun! There were that many around. Hopefully I find a safe spot again with some ammo. Run towards the light. Manuscript page. Okay, we're almost to Lover's Peak. Bear alert. This is what I need, a possessed bear. Manuscript page. Oh no. Well. Oh no.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
You don't gotta tell me twice.
That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away. You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see him. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake. You better keep up. You set him up, and I'll knock him down, Wake.
Hold right button to use flare.
What I got for you? Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Pull them off, damn it. Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it. Boy! Ah! Ow! Bullseye! Thank you. Get some! Yeah! That's right. That's right. You just keep coming. Come on. Holy sisters are dark. Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
Think right up at this light. I will call this episode.
Last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake. Die already, die!
let's cut the act. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her up.
Okay, we're going to end the episode by let's check for manuscripts. Episode 1, Episode 2.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry. The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page." The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone. At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe. In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would. I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo, things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more. Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost. Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
And that is where we're going to wrap this episode of Wicked Wednesday for Alan Wake. We're still on episode 2, Taken. Managed to make it to Lover's Peak and had an altercation. Now let's see where the road leads us. Lost our ammo. So we're going to have to find our guns again. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and joining me this Wicked Wednesday. I have been your host, Callan Hale. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. Share with your friends on social media. Let them know what we're doing on over here. Working on reaching 200 followers by the end of the year. 40 more to go. And as always, please make sure to hydrate, medicate if you have to, eat some good food, be kind to yourselves, and be kind to each other. And don't let your dreams be nightmares like Alan Wake's. Follow your dreams. Turn those dreams into reality. I believe in you. I know others believe in you as well. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all in either the next episode of Layers of Fear, the next Lego Marvel, or the terrifying Thursday rendition of Alan Wake. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. See you next time.